Hey guys, Iowa Mining here. So, as you guys can see, we got quite a bit of prep done. And so the plan was to actually have the concrete done Friday. Today's Saturday. Actually, no, today's Sunday. Had the concrete poured on Friday. But honestly, this electrical stuff, it took a lot longer to get the secondaries over there and just kind of get all that prep work done. So that took a little bit longer than needed. So we're just going to do concrete on Tuesday, which is fine. I'm ahead of schedule here, so it's not like I need it done tomorrow. So we're all good. But as you can see, so this is where the concrete pad will be for the transformer. And actually, if you look all the way down there, they actually filled in the hole. They'd run the wire already from the street. Like, I didn't know that was going to be done yet. So that's awesome. So technically, you know, we're damn close to being just turned on here. So, okay, we're not going to be turned on tomorrow. But, I mean, like, a lot of the prep work is done. What I was not expecting to be done this early, which is great. So it means I'm not waiting on people, which is awesome. So, yeah, so this is going to be the concrete pad. So electrician's going to come out tomorrow, Monday, finish this up. It's not too much left. Like, they already got the square box over there. They just got to prep it up a little bit and maybe even it out a little bit, but that should be good. Put some gravel down, and then they already have like these boxes for the secondaries and the primaries kind of set up, so should be good, should be fine. And then this is where the concrete pad's going to be for the pods. So this is kind of cool. So this is where the secondary is going to come up into the switch gear for those digital shovels. So in the digital shovels, remember in the picture I had, I'll try to put it on the screen here, the middle pod is the switch gear. So that's where the power comes in. And then to the left and to the right is the pods that you actually put the miners in. So this actually comes up in the middle to where the power is, and then it goes to the switch gear, which then it goes through their bus bars to go to each of the pods. So on the left is all the secondaries, which is awesome. And then the right, that's the internet. And that is actually going to be 240. So we actually have a step. So this is going to be a little board here with step down to 120, 240. And we're going to run foreman server, an actual pool server, which I'll talk about later. We'll actually run a pool off there and into some other server stuff that we need, firewalls and that kind of thing, to where we don't want to run it on 277. I don't want to test it. So we're going to have a step down to do that. So that's what that is. Yeah, and, you know, so we have the 240 come in on this piece right here. So it's going to come straight into the pod. And then this will come straight into the pod as well. And then we can run it over to the two sides from inside the pods. So, yeah, I want to kind of show you guys that. So I actually ended up expanding the concrete pad. Before I wanted it to be like 9 foot. And that's so the pods could sit right on it and have a little bit of space on each side. But actually, we expanded this to, I think it's 14 feet, actually, now that I think about it. So 14 feet. And the reason for that is, on those pods, the blue overhang is where it overhangs and the intake is. And so I wanted the intake off of cement and not off of dirt and grass. So my original plan was just do it off the dirt and grass. But I'm like, yeah, let's do it the right way, and let's just do the concrete. And so we just expanded the concrete. And again, my brother-in-law is doing the concrete, so it's easy, and you know, it's not a big deal for him to tell him just to add a couple feet. I think I added 5 feet for the intake. So yeah, so that's what we got, guys. Yeah, looking pretty good. You can see on the outside we got the gravel, and the idea of that is, so the gravel connects to there, so I can get in and out pretty well. The exhaust is that side. So it'll keep that gravel over there pretty clean. But the main idea was, so when you have these pods, you get a door on this side to come in, but you can't walk through the pod to get to the other side. You have to go around to the door on the other side. So my thought process was, all right, if I have a bunch of miners I'm deploying, I'm not going to park there in the gravel, walk through the grass, and come in the far side. Like, that doable, but that would be a freaking nightmare. So I have the gravel there, so I could just back up all the way to the end, park there, and then just unload the last 10 feet. So that's the thought process. That's the idea. That's why I needed that over there. So, you know, I didn't want to ruin the grass because I wanted to leave it as is, but there's no way I could walk. This is technically 70 feet every time to unload a miner. That'd be awful. So that was the plan. So that's my thought process there. But yeah, everything else is like I said, I mean, like up there, it looks like all connected, all the wires in, like pretty excited, guys. It's a little farther along than I thought. It's gonna get to a point here once this concrete's done and once this electrical stuff is ran, because he's gonna run, you know, stuff from the secondaries and stuff over, the electrician will, like there'll be a point where we're just sitting here, you know, waiting, and that's fine. You know, if we get to that point, that's good. Because like I said, if I'm not waiting on, you know, I want to be waiting on less things. You know, if I'm just waiting on the pod, waiting on the transformer, that is a good position to be in. I can sit like that for a month and just wait on those couple things. Because like I said, once the pods show up, I got a week worth of work to do. I'm already prepping it at home. But I got a good week or so, maybe a little less, of just prep work that I need to do before I turn it on. And then, you know, so if that's the last thing I'm waiting on, that's fine. I can make that work. And the power, you know, once they kind of get the green light, they'll kind of go pretty quick on that. Because like I said, I know who to talk to at least get stuff done. But yeah, and plus, to be honest, with Bitcoin being not very good right now, I'm not in a hurry. It's not like I have a bunch of people, you know, trying to get set up here with new miners because Bitcoin's going crazy. So for Bitcoin can go crazy right around the first of the year. That'd be perfect, because then I'd be up and going. That'd be great. That'd be the best thing for me. So we'll see what happens. But well, yeah, we're good to go. Figured I'd update you guys on what's going on here. But yeah, we're looking pretty good right now. So if you guys got any questions, send me an email, contact@iowamining.io. If you want to start talking about getting hosted on the first of the year, you know, because that's roughly when we're going to be done, let me know. Send me an email. I'll let you guys know what the new rate's going to be. So yeah, there's going to be a new rate where I'm dropping the rate for my current clients and any future clients the day we turn this on. So we'll drop the rate for everybody. And so if you want to get in the new facility, we'll have plenty of spots, 550-ish spots getting turned on here in the first of the year. So we'll be ready to go. So send me an email, contact@iowamining.io, and we'll talk, see what you got going on. You know, by then we'll know a little bit more about the S23s. We'll know a little bit more about the BitDeers, about the L11s, about the new Alpha Packs, and you know, we'll have some new miners to get situated, and we'll be able to get those turned on here instantly day one. So yeah, thanks guys. You guys have a good day.